We'll have Cobahms Asuquo, an extremely talented blind musician whose music we all enjoyed at the start of today's event. Christopher Patnoe, who's the head of Accessibility and Disability Inclusion, EMEA Google, that is EMEA Google, our headline sponsor.
Cobahms has black dreadlocks, he's wearing a denim shirt and jeans, seated in a music studio, and he's talking to you.
My name is Cobahms Asuquo. I'm from Nigeria. I'm blind. I'm a musician. I'm a singer, songwriter, and a music producer. I was born blind, so I've never seen all my life. I think I began to become aware of accessibility issues with what you want to call silly little things, in the sense that I had a friend who used to brag about wanting to drive at 12, and I realized that my reality was I would not be able to do that. As illegal as that was, assistive technology for me is any form of technology that can assist, as the word implies, me or any persons living with disability to perform simple tasks that would require the use of any of one's senses, in which area that such a person might be deficient. I think I began to become more aware of it as I began to be introduced to the computer, and I realized that there were so many things I couldn't do because assistive technology was not present at the time, at least where I was, to enable me perform the tasks that my counterparts were able to perform. So assistive technology has been a big part of my career. It has also been a big part of my day-to-day life. So for instance, being able to edit, do minor linear editing by myself, using basic software at the time. I find that, even people who don't live with any visible form of disability, have found assistive technology incredibly useful. So I would say, as you take advantage of assistive technology, it puts you very much at par with other people vying for the same position. I've had an exciting journey, in my career as a musician. It's been one filled with hopes and dreams, a lot of which I've seen, turn into reality. And what that does is it spurs you on, and it makes you just build more and have more dreams, and in the prayerful hope that they also become your new reality. I mean, when I started out making music and sitting in studios and wondering how I'd be able to work the machines and work the computer, and all of that, and just looking for a chance essentially, and knowing well that not a lot of people believed that chance could happen. Because I know there were sessions that I set up, when I started, that would get canceled because it wasn't the easiest thing to do, to trust a 16-year-old blind producer with your hard-earned money and your hard-earned studio time. So moving from there to making music and working with the likes of Common and Angelique Kidjo and Tiwa Savage and Yemi Alade and Adekunle Gold, and just the artists of the day, Davido, Timi Dakolo, Banky W, just all kinds of people. I think that's a product of just your hopes and dreams eventually turning into reality because you hold on, and also because you embrace the beauty of assistive technology that helps you do all these many things that you ordinarily would not have been able to do.
This is Christopher Patnoe. He is wearing a black t-shirt, black headphones on his head, prescription glasses, and he's talking to you.
Hi, my name is Christopher Patnoe, and I'm the head of Disability Inclusion and Accessibility at Google for EMEA. And what this means is that I'm responsible for bringing into Google a global perspective on the needs of people with disabilities so that we can affect our products and our platforms. Google is completely embedded in the digital space. It's who we are. So ensuring that we achieve digital accessibility enables us to reach all of our users. Did you know that accessibility is actually included in Google's mission statement? To organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Well, we take this responsibility seriously and humbly. We've learned that the best way to build for everyone is to make a real effort to understand the needs of our users. This is especially true for the people with disabilities and those on the continent of Africa in particular. Africa is an important market for Google, just as it is for all tech companies. With 1.2 billion people on the continent, it's another crucial frontier for the advancement of digital technologies. As we increase our presence in these domains, it is critical to advance technologies that are inclusive for all. And this is not something that can just be imported from the West. Inclusive Africa provides an exciting opportunity for Google to share its accessibility mission and assistive technologies and accessibility features with a large group of users across the continent so they can benefit from what we have today. But it also provides an opportunity for us to listen to those who are the experts for when it doesn't. We do this by working to ensure that Africans with disabilities are included and involved in Google's design and development processes so that we can build together in ways that are culturally relevant and well suited for the needs of the African communities. In our case, we intend this not to be lip service. I've just recently moved to London, founding a team with a key goal of starting to understand the needs of Africans with disabilities and to bring that information into Google so we can take these needs into consideration as we evolve our products and platforms. It's our intention to collaborate with nonprofits and charities, disability-focused startups and accelerators, universities. If there are to be technologies for Africans by disabilities, and they be designed and built by Africans with disabilities, they're going to be much more successful. They understand the business case. They understand the user's need. So I'm excited to be able to partner with these entrepreneurs and these educators and the communities themselves so we can learn what's necessary from Google to make our products better. I'm really impressed by those whom I've already met, and I'm excited to learn from those whom I haven't. It's still very early, but I'm proud of the team that we're building and the people that I'm collaborating with, and I'm encouraged by the reception that we've seen internally and externally. This is truly an exciting time. The continent is becoming increasingly digitally savvy, introducing more digital accessibility from around the world, and especially building technology by individuals and companies from the continent. This will all improve the success of the African populations to advance in education and as a consequence advance in employment. We want to be part of this journey, and we can do this together. Thank you to Irene and all of those who put together Inclusive Africa. Let's get started.